Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, today inshallah we will talk about the people who Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam categorized as best among human beings. More or less, every one of us, at some point we wanted to be best, or we wanted all the attention of others. But we know for sure in Islam there is no superiority over one another by virtue of race, color, ethnicity, or nationality, except knowing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, knowing the tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, high morality, utmost character and righteousness. The main aim of this short khutbah is to find out if we can be in that category where Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that they are the best among the humankind. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in one hadith that خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه, the best people among you are the one who learns Quran, study Quran and teaches to others. Now the question is, do we try to understand Quran regularly? We admire so much about learning, secular education. Think about how we can go to the best university, and we can get best graduation or best degrees. But how much we think about the Quranic education, Quranic knowledge, where Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, if you have the Quranic knowledge, if you attain Quranic knowledge and you spread the Quranic knowledge, you are the best person. Now, in our culture, even in Muslim community, if we talk about wider, where there are people, they limit the learning of Quran in certain age, in certain period of time. For example, when we went to the madrasa, maktab, when we were little, many of us, we did not go to the further education of Quranic knowledge to get Quranic knowledge, or we never tried, we never studied the Quran. We just limited it in certain time of our age, and it should not be like that. And there are other people as well that when they study Quran for a while, for example in the month of Ramadan, and then they abandon the Quran. How can you be best if you treat Quran like this? So if we really want to be the best, if you want to be in the list, in the best category list said by Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then we have to have Quranic knowledge. And subhanallah, Quranic knowledge does not have any to gain Quranic knowledge, there is no any time limit, there is no any age restriction. You can, inshallah, you can do whenever you want to. If you don't know how to read Quran, how to understand Quran, you can start now. It's never late. And so this is the first one. Second, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, "Inna khiyarikum ahasinukum akhlaqa," the best one amongst you who is the best in his character. This is something, the best gift one can have from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We see people have, some people who have, smiling faces all the time, humble in their, speeches, soft-hearted character. And we know that they have most respect in the society. Sometimes we judge people, on the other hand, sometimes we judge people by their color or richness. And we forget the actual beauty of a person, like, the great characteristics of honesty and justices. So Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying in this hadith that if you want to be the best in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you have to purify your character. You have to be a person who has respect for others, who is kind, who is who has adl, justice, whoever he is dealing with, maybe in the family, maybe in others, maybe in outside, and also have excellency, ihsan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about this in the Quran, that hal jaza'ul ihsan illa al ihsan. What is the reward of ihsan except the ihsan? If you be kind, the kindness will come to you. If you are honest, the honesty will be, people will deal with you with honesty. And if you are doing justice, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do justice with you, inshallah. My beloved brothers and sisters, third one, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, the one who is good at paying his debts, إن خياركم أحسنكم قضاء, meaning when you getting money from someone and saying, after 1 month you're going to give this money to them, you're going to return them, you are giving on time. You are not, getting disconnected, or, you are not receiving his calls because you have to give his money back, So Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam say, you got money from someone or whatever you get from someone, and you are paying it back on right time, whatever time you have, agreed upon. And yeah, sometimes maybe the reality could be different, meaning, when you are getting money from someone, obviously you are in difficulties maybe, so you can negotiate, you can, communicate, and, with understanding, you can, both of you understand, you can, maybe amend an agreement, maybe like 1 month. When you said 1 month, you can, give it back after 2 months, 2 months, 3 months, or even 1 year, or even you can get forgiven. So the main thing is, if you want to be best, then you have to keep your promises that you're gonna give the money back, inshallah. So that's the fourth one. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is saying, the best one among you is the one from everyone who finds goodness and not any evil. Meaning, if you want to be the best person, then you have to have a characteristics that everyone wants. Everyone expects goodness from you. You benefit everyone. You are beneficial to everyone. Subhanallah, this is amazing character. That when people comes to you, they feel safe. They feel that this person not gonna harm me or hurt me in any way. So this is the fourth one. Fifth one, the best one amongst you is the one who is the best in his family. Inna khiyarikum li ahli wa ana khayrukum li ahli. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, the best among you is the one who is best in his family. So in the family there are so many people, your wife, your children, your parents, your brothers, your sister, your aunties, your uncles, all of them, when they feel that you are right person, when they think you are good person, you are behaving well with them, you are giving their duty, you are giving their rights, and only if they certify you that you are a good person, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam saying that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will certify you that you are a best person as well. This is something to understand. It is very important to understand that one can be very good in public life. Sometimes we see people are giving lectures with morality and this and that, and in their private life they have a secret, they have a dark secret, and in that case only the family knows about it. It's easier, you're gonna go outside and you can give lectures to people, but in your private life, when you are your own, how are you doing right everything, or is there anything secret? You know, and your family might know. So that's what Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam saying, that if your family tell you you are the good person, best person, then inshallah you can be the best person in the sight of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala as well. My beloved brothers and sisters, today we just talked about the 5 category, and inshallah we will be continuing this topic in our next speeches, in our next Jum'ah, inshallah. May Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala give us tawfiq to be the best in the sight of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. May Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala take away all the arrogance from our heart. May Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala protect us from any evilness. Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.